Hey, good Friday morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Lush Lawn. Hey, if you could do me a favor and hit the share button, spread the word. It helps me immensely. So thank you very much for joining me this morning. Here we go. The snow is winding down. Pretty well, I would say, behaved as expected. Um, you know, 2 to 4 inches of snow or so. Yes, I'm a professional. Hey, good morning, Greg Malash. Hopefully I say that right. Hey, good morning, Cindy Grossman from Rothbury. And good morning, Lori Younglove from Flint, Michigan. So snow is winding down now. Let's get into the rest of the week. This is pretty quiet forecast. So what we're going to look at here is we're going to look at the U.S. and we're going to look at the European model, and we're going to look out 10 days or so. Okay, so here's a storm system moving off. We'll have dry conditions by noon. We will have, I think, some off and on sunshine. And one thing we're going to start to notice now, after a long stretch of cloudy weather, what we're going to notice is when the sun pops out in late February and comes through the car windshield, you'll think, am I thinking my skin is almost a little warm? And the pavement too. You know, you could look at the thermometer in your car and it might say 22 degrees and the pavement might turn wet because the sun's getting higher and that's got more of a heating power on the pavement. And so it might not be quite as bad as what the actual thermometer says. Hey, good morning, Carl Yo from Lennox. So let's look at this. And I guess the main story is it's a fairly quiet weather pattern for the next 7 days. So we're into Saturday. This is Saturday afternoon. We're still going to be cold. I'll show that to you in a moment here, but no storm systems around, no precipitation around. Let's get into Sunday. No precipitation around. Maybe just what I would call a silent backdoor cold front coming in from the north. It switches the winds around to the northeast, just reinforces the cold air. Instead of it inching upward as we should be when we get these dry backdoor cold fronts from the northeast, they just sink our temperature back down 5 degrees or so. Keep spring just away, kind of like a common Michigan nightmare. Here's Monday. A very weak little Alberta clipper without much moisture, no moisture coming through lower, maybe in the UP, a little bit of moisture. But again, that's a reinforcing shot of just holding the cold air in place. Not getting colder, but holding it in place. And then this is Tuesday and Wednesday. Another little skirting system comes through, holding the cold air in place. And if there's any encouragement here, we get to Friday. And this has been showing up quite a bit late next week, a warmer surge of air. And bear in mind that it is warm just to our south. There's been a lot of 50 and 60 degree days in Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. So if we can get into a southerly wind, 50 degrees is probably going to be pretty easy to do. It won't last forever. Normal high by that time would be in the mid to upper 30s. So this is late next Friday into the weekend. We'd be in the warm sector of a storm system. And what I like about this is it ends. The cold air doesn't whoosh down and take over. It just kind of washes away. And the next surge of warmth is starting to come. So you're starting to see signs of some spring in here, but I admit it's going to be a couple of weeks before we get real, even little tastes of spring. Today's just like winter, but we have the power of the sunshine on our skin. And then 30 for Saturday. Sunday, what a range from 20 something in Traverse City, low 20s, to 33 in Saginaw, 34 Grand Rapids, 40 in Ann Arbor and Detroit. Monday, some melting. Tuesday, some temperatures in the 40s for the southern half of lower Michigan, and Wednesday in the upper 30s to near 40. So the cold of 20s is going to let up. Next week, we'll have a lot of days above freezing. Then we get to Friday, and that warmth starts to head this way. End of the model run, so we don't necessarily believe the timing. We just believe the idea, and it's already been delayed for a couple of days, so eventually it will happen. And this is next Saturday. I don't know that I would say 60 degrees, but certainly if you get into a southerly wind, you could have warm temperatures. So we're starting to get some hints, and I'll leave you with one last thing here on this Friday, and that is the extended forecast. Now here's the 6 to 10 day forecast, which would start to encompass late next week in that warming spell. And at least you don't see blue over us. You see us leaning toward slightly warmer than normal, which again, at that point, normals are southern half of the state are 36 to 39. So you're talking we could have some 40-degree weather. 8 to 14 day is normal with precipitation coming back. So I guess the story in here is that we have quiet weather coming for the next 7 days. Our next storm system won't be until late next week or the weekend. And at that point, it looks like we get in the warm sector of the storm for 2 days, not on the cold side like we have been. The cold side is still snowstorms. The warm side is rain showers, even thunder showers, and then can change over to briefly to snow showers as the colder air moves in. And the cold is slowly letting up. The north, you're still going to be stuck in cold, but in the south, you can get a little bit of a change to a little bit more tolerable weather, some melting. The ice can come off the sidewalks and the driveways. We don't have the fall on your butt scenario by the early part of next week. Hey, there's your forecast. You won't see me this weekend because Mother Nature won't make me work. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, and as always, thank you for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Lush Lawn. And we'll see you back here Monday. Take care. Have a great weekend.